The Myth of Atlantis Unveiled, Episode 5. The Aztecs did not attack the 508 soldiers who disembarked with the conquistador Hernando Cortés in 1519 on the newly discovered continent. Instead, they considered them as envoys of the god Quetzalcoatl, a hybrid creature with serpent and bird characteristics, the feathered serpent. In other regions of South America, Quetzalcoatl was known as Viracocha, Botan, Kukulkan, or Kontiki. The lawyer John Lloyd Stephens was the first to write and bring to large public the Mayan civilization in his bestseller Travels in Central America, published in 1841. Unfortunately, the majority of writings that could shed light on the origins and traditions of these mysterious South American civilizations were destroyed by the Catholic Church. There are many speculations about the South American civilization having origins in Europe, Asia, or the lost city of Atlantis. Thor Heyerdahl, a Norwegian adventurer and ethnographer, embarked on a remarkable journey in 1947 to demonstrate his theory that ancient civilizations could have traversed the oceans using simple means. His famous expedition, known as the Kontiki Expedition, aimed to prove that it was possible for the Vikings to reach America by sea. Heyerdahl's theory challenged the prevailing belief that the indigenous people of the Americas had migrated solely from Asia. He proposed that early South American civilizations had connections to Polynesia and, by extension, the Pacific Islands. To test his hypothesis, Heyerdahl constructed a raft using ancient techniques and materials similar to those that the pre-Columbian civilizations would have had available. The raft, named Kontiki after an Inca sun god, was made of balsa wood logs lashed together with rope and featured a small hut at its center. On April 28, 1947, after a 4,300-mile, 6,900 kilometers, journey across the Pacific Ocean, which was treacherous and challenging, Heyerdahl and a crew of 5 men set sail from Callao, Peru, with the goal of reaching the Polynesian Islands, and arrived after a 101-day voyage. Comparative analysis of ancient texts has been also conducted extensively. For example, in the Hindu epic Ramayana, written by the poet Valmiki, it is claimed that India was populated by conquerors who arrived by sea, known as Nagas, a term that bears resemblance to the Nakal priests in Mayan mythology who were known as itinerant priests. Additionally, it is peculiar that the oldest known population in South America, the Olmecs, were referred to as Chains, the wise ones of the serpent, while the Mayans called themselves the Canabs, the people of the serpent. The oldest pyramid in South America is widely believed to be the Pyramid of Caral, located in the Supe Valley of Peru. Caral is part of the larger Caral-Supe archaeological complex and is estimated to date back to around 2600 BCE, making it over 4,600 years old. The Caral-Supe civilization is considered part of the larger Norte Chico civilization, which encompassed several urban centers along the central coast of Peru. The people of this civilization were likely the ancestors of later indigenous groups in the region, such as the Moche, Chimu, and Inca. One fascinating artifact discovered at Caral is a knotted textile piece that has been identified as a quipu. Quipus were a record-keeping system used by various Andean civilizations, most notably the Inca Empire. They consisted of colored strings or cords with knots tied at various positions along the strands. Gary Urton, a leading scholar in the study of quipus, has proposed that they could have contained both phonological and logographic information. This means that the knots and their arrangement may have represented not only numbers or quantities but also specific words, ideas, or even stories. Additionally, at Caral, there are geoglyphs, which are large-scale drawings or symbols created on the ground by removing or rearranging rocks, earth, or other materials. The Olmec civilization, considered another one of the earliest complex societies in Mesoamerica, thrived from approximately 1200 to 400 BCE. The Olmec people are credited with building the earliest known pyramids in Mesoamerica, such as the Pyramid of La Venta and the Great Pyramid of Chalcatzingo. The Maya civilization flourished from around 2000 BCE to 1500 CE in regions that encompass modern-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. The Maya built numerous pyramids, with notable examples including the Pyramid of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, the Pyramid of the Magician at Ixmal, and the Temple of the Inscriptions at Palenque. The Toltec civilization emerged in the 10th century CE and reached its peak in the 11th and 12th centuries CE in central Mexico. While they are known for their influence on later civilizations like the Aztecs, specific pyramids attributed to the Toltec civilization are less prominent. Tula, the capital of the Toltecs, features structures like the Pyramid of Quetzalcoatl, which exhibits Toltec architectural style. Is it merely a coincidental phonetic similarity, or could it be seen as another piece of evidence pointing towards the location of Atlantis? Thule is an ancient mythical island that was mentioned in Greek and Roman texts, but its exact location and nature have been the subject of speculation and debate throughout history. The earliest references to Thule can be found in the works of Greek philosopher and historian Pytheas of Massalia in the 4th century BCE. Pytheas claimed to have traveled to Thule, describing it as a land located far to the north where the sun barely sets during the summer solstice. The Greek explorers' accounts were later mentioned by other Greek and Roman writers, including Strabo and Pliny the Elder. Thule gained symbolic significance in later Roman literature as a metaphorical representation of the distant and unknown ends of the earth. Due to the vague descriptions provided by ancient sources, the precise location of Thule remains uncertain. Some early interpretations identified Thule with Iceland or the Shetland Islands, while others suggested it could be Greenland or even parts of Scandinavia. This myth inspired the foundation of the Thule Society, which was associated with various occult and esoteric ideas, and its members were interested in Germanic mythology, Nordic mysticism, and the exploration of ancient origins. However, any claim linking Germans to Tibetan Siamans, samurai, or Japanese ancestry would be highly speculative and lack substantive historical basis. Upon initial observation, there appear to be intriguing parallels between the pyramids of South America and those found at Angkor Wat in Cambodia. The construction of Angkor Wat in Cambodia is believed to have taken place during the early 12th century, specifically between the years 1113 and 1150 AD. Exploring the fascinating world of ancient civilizations and their architectural wonders allows us to delve deeper into the mysteries of our shaded human history. Together, let us continue to embrace the spirit of discovery and continue our pursuit of wisdom and enlightenment.